Good afternoon again, guys. As promised, we're now going to look at simplification. This is usually part of the first questions of the written exam. Okay. So now in this case, firstly, we're given, but this one is quite common, and even when we mark, we barely get someone getting this incorrectly. In this case, we know that we are going to multiply that x with the x squared is going to give us x cubed. We multiply this x again with that negative x is going to give us negative x squared. And then lastly, we multiply the x with plus 3. It's going to give us plus 3x, right? So we multiplied the first ones. And then we're now going to go to the second ones. We're going to multiply now this 2 with the x squared is going to give us, remember we have a positive sign there, guys. So it's going to be plus 2x squared. Now, positive times that negative is going to give us negative, and then 2 times x is 2x. And lastly, a positive times positive there is going to give us positive, then 2 times 3 is 6, right? And then from here, we then look for common factors. We say, therefore, x cubed, it does not have any like term. So it's going to be x cubed. And then in this case, we have, let me use blue instead. We have x squared there, negative x squared. We have the like term of it there, which is plus 2x squared. So remember here, we have a 1. So minus 1 plus 2 is going to give us plus x squared. Or you can put the 1 if you want to. But we know that in this case, we're going to have minus 1 plus 2, right? Which is gives us 1, that one there. And then we'll look for another like term. In this case, let's use green. So we have 3x there, 3x minus 2x. So again, in this case, we're going to have 3, positive 3 minus 2 is going to give us positive 1, right? Positive 1. We're going to have plus positive 1x. And then lastly, in this case, our 6, it does not have any other constant term, so it's going to remain to be that 6. So this one is quite an easy question. But remember, in this case, if we have a coefficient of 1, we don't necessarily have to write it. So that's how we leave it. So that is your final answer. Okay. So now let us go to the second one. Um, on the second one there, we are given 5 over x plus 3 minus 3 over 2x minus 2. So now in this case, we cannot add or subtract these two numerators because our denominator is not the same. So the only thing that we can do is that we need to make sure that our denominators are the same first, and we do that by multiplying these denominators in such a way that this multiplies this bracket here is going to multiply this bracket here, which is 2 minus x. Whatever we're doing at the bottom or on our denominator, we also do at our numerator. So we have that there. And then again, similar to this side, this bracket here is going to multiply this bracket here. It has to multiply at the other side, which is x plus 3. Whatever we did on our numerator, we should also do at our denominator, x plus 3. So now let us take a look at our denominators at the moment. Looking at them, our denominators, they now look the same. This bracket, we have it this side, we also have it that side. This bracket, we have it this side, we also have it on that side. So our denominators are the same. So meaning we can add or subtract our numerators. But before we do that, let us simplify. Meaning, by simplifying, we are going to take um, this multiplies there is going to be 5. 5 times 2 is 10. So let's do that. So we're going to have 10 there, then we multiply again, there's going to be minus 5x, right? And then we still have minus. Then we do the same here, it's going to be 3x, and then it multiplies there, it's going to be, in fact, whenever and all the time, whenever we multiply this side, always please keep your bracket there just to be on the safe side. All the time, not just once, all the time, every time, please. So we're going to have plus 9, and then over our denominator is the same height. So we can just have it as x plus 3, 2 minus x. Just like that. We don't have to write both of them, only one of them. And then moving forward, we simplify again even further. I'm going to have now 10 minus 5x. This multiplies the negative, it's going to be negative 3x. And then there it multiplies again, there's going to be 9, negative 9. So if you do not do that, you will not be able to see what I just did now. Okay, and then there's your answer. That's your answer. You can just keep this way. You don't have to, or in fact, they said simplify, so we can simplify it again even further, but let's just do this. We have like terms there. This looks the same as that one. So we're going to have 10, and then there we have minus 3, minus 5, minus 3. So it's going to give us minus 8, right? This is minus 8, guys. Minus 8x minus 9. And then do we have another like term that I forgot? You guys are so smart. You saw it. Yes. We have the 10 there, minus 9. So 10 minus 9 is going to give us a 1. So we're going to have 1 minus 8x. And then when we simplify our denominator, it's going to be, when this multiplies there, is going to be x 2x. And then we're going to have minus x squared. And then that was this part. And then coming to the denominator here is going to be, not denominator, just the second term is going to be 6 plus 6, and then plus, when you multiply there, it's going to be minus 3x. So there you're going to have minus 3x, right? And then we just simplify from there. We're going to have this term and that one are like terms. So we're going to have minus x squared minus x plus 6, that which is our denominator there, minus x squared minus x plus 6. So this one is also easy, just that it requires you to have the common fractions topic. I think it's from grade 9 and grade 8. But I'll do more videos of that specifically addressing this case, because I know most learners, they struggle with this question. Okay. But that is how it looks at the end of it. And then, yes, I don't want to make a long video, so I'll come back and do this last one. Thank you so much.